get asked this question a lot. How did you lose 25 pounds in 6 weeks, lower your blood pressure, and drop 2 dress sizes? And it wasn't quite easy, but I can explain more or less what I had to do. I think first of all, what I did, I removed the things that were not good for my health from my diet. That's what I did initially. So I removed all animal fats, whether it was saturated fats, the cheese, the eggs, and any type of animal product. I took that out first because we know that with the saturated fat, that creates inflammation. Inflammation increases one risk for diabetes, hypertension, and other chronic illnesses. So I removed that from my diet, and then I replenished with nutrient-dense foods. So I moved to a plant-dominant, plant-based meal in which I had leafy greens almost every day. Leafy green vegetables, cruciferous vegetables that bring in, nutrients, antioxidants. You see, antioxidants are wonderful for lowering blood pressure by protecting endothelial lining. Also, these vegetables are low in calories. So then my chances of overeating decreased. And then, of course, these vegetables are wonderful in fiber. They're fiber dense. And what I realized that as I consume my main meal at about 2 to 3 o'clock in the evenings, I realized that I could go to my bed without anything else, because in that meal I had my green leafy vegetables, I had my cruciferous vegetables, I had my legumes, I had my tomatoes, my carrots, I had some nuts for protein, I had my seeds. So I use the sunflower seeds, high in omega-3 fatty acids. So you may be wondering, so you only ate vegetables? Yes, but this was mixed vegetables. I had mushrooms, I had my legumes for protein, and I used to add a lot of kidney beans there, but I also had my hummus, because the hummus also gave more protein, because the hummus is actually made with chickpea as well as sunflower seeds. So very delicious. I had this every day for a long time. And then how did I maintain the weight loss? Then I had to add some new daily habits. One is positive mindset. I had to get up in the mornings realizing that this is a new day. I had health and I had strength. I had a purpose. And one of my passion in life is to help others. See, when you begin your day positively with a passion to help others, it adds much to your health. Studies have shown that people who are happy, people who help others, tend to have less mental health illnesses and less chronic diseases. So it's important to start your day hopeful by meditating. Get a good book. If you're faith-based, then say a prayer. But starting the day positively is also important. I also work on my schedule. I schedule my day. What am I going to do for the entire day? What are the to-do list? What's on my to-do list? When you're structured, it will decrease your stress level. Stress increases blood pressure. Yes, the stress hormones are elevated, whether it's the adrenaline, cortisol. These cause spasm on the blood vessel and increase the blood pressure. So making sure that you're structured will help you to have an easier day and will decrease your stress. What else? Movement. If you don't move, you will lose the muscles. If you don't move, you tend to have high blood pressure. You can. Why? Because as you move, as you exercise, the blood vessels widen. You have vasodilatation. When the blood vessels widen, what happens? The blood pressure will drop. So exercise is medicine. What else? drinking enough water. See, I usually get up in the mornings and then I'll do 2 glasses of water. Warm water is better for me. Why? Warm water acts like a laxative, so I'll tend to go to the restroom. It's good for my GI tract. So, starting with warm water is important. Hydration is also important to lower blood pressure. Hydration also keeps you feeling fuller longer, and therefore the need for snacking will not be there. So if you can try it. Get up, drink your water before breakfast. You're going to realize that the need for a large breakfast will be decreased, or drink a glass of water before lunch, and you're going to realize that you may not need to have such a large lunch because your stomach is already partially filled. What else? And then, of course, it's important to get a good night's sleep. There are many times patients come in to me and they say, Dr. Cooper, my blood pressure is high today. I did not sleep last night. You see, if you do not rest well, and you need about 7 to 9 hours of rest per night, but the restorative sleep is important for good health. You see, if you're living with little sleep, then the stress hormone levels will be higher. These stress hormones will cause tightening of your blood vessels. When the blood vessel walls are tightened, the blood pressure will elevate. So these are some of the things I did to lose 25 pounds, lower my blood pressure, and of course, drop 2 dress sizes. 1, removing the bad things from your diet, from your lifestyle. Number 2, replenishing with the right food. Number 3, positive mindset. Number 4, managing the stress. They kind of go together. Getting enough sleep, hydration, and movement. If you were to do all of this, I can assure you that you'll enjoy better health.